Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn all about the Egyptian Arabic possessive. It's a very simple topic, yet it can be very detailed in Arabic. Since Arabic is a gender-based language, you can expect that this is going to depend on what you're talking about and who you're speaking to. So the possessive depends on two main aspects. Number one is the gender, and number two, who you're speaking to. So the first thing you need to figure out is the gender of the object, and this is very easy to know. Basically, if the word ends with ta marbuta, as you see in front of you, then it's feminine. If it doesn't, then it's masculine. Of course, every rule has an exception, which means that there are some words that don't have ta marbuta, yet they are still feminine. After figuring out the gender, you should also take into consideration who you're speaking with. If it's a female, a male, a group of people, it depends. Now you know the gender and who you're speaking with. How is that going to help me exactly? So this is how possessive works in Egyptian Arabic. We have the word, and then suffix number 1, and then suffix number 2. If you are a subscriber to this channel and you've been following me for a while, then you won't have much trouble in this video, because some time ago I made a video about the object when you do an action to something, and they have the exact same endings. So if you already know those endings, it shouldn't be a problem for you today. For the sake of this video, we will use one male word and one female word. So the feminine word is going to be gazma, which means shoes, and the male word is going to be kitab, which means book. Right now, let's say we're speaking about gazma, which is a feminine word. The first thing you need to know is that the first suffix is going to be t. T always denotes the feminine. And if the word is masculine, then the first suffix doesn't exist. So what about the second suffix, you may ask? Okay, so let's look at this amazingly huge table for the second suffix. Please don't be worried about that. It's the same thing, same pattern over and over. And it's going to be in every single aspect in the language in the future. Don't be worried, it just takes a little time and you'll understand and memorize everything. So the first one, which is my, you're speaking as a male or as a female, that doesn't really matter, okay? So you would say E for either. However, the difference here is about the object. So let's say, for example, you're speaking about a feminine object, we would say T. Masculine, E. So the example is gazmiti or ketabee. This is a male or female speaking. The second word, which is you. You can mean many things in Arabic. It can mean the male you, the feminine you, the plural you. Okay, so let's look at the table, let's look at the endings and look at everything all together. They are 6 in the table, but why are they 6? Because one of them is for the masculine object and one is for the feminine object. The feminine object is always T, the masculine object, there is nothing. So that's easy for you to remember. Let's take some examples. You, as a female, I would say gazmetik, because we said T and then ik, gazmetik, okay, which is your shoe. If it's masculine, I would say ketabik. There is no T because the book is masculine, but I said ik because you are feminine. What about a male? I would say gazmetek, ek and ik, that's the difference, ek, gazmetek. And the male would be ketabek. So here, it's the same difference. What about you plural? When you're speaking to a bunch of people, you would say ku at the end. Gazmit ku or ketab ku. And now to the easy part. His, we say u, and if the object is feminine, we say tu. So for example, gazmitu ketabu. Her, we would say ha. So gazmit ha, kitab ha. Of course, there is no it in Arabic. Our, we say na. So gazmit na, kitab na. And there we say hum, gazmit hum, kitab hum. From now on, I'm going to add a simple conversation section to every video I make to show you how things can be used in a normal everyday conversation. بقول لك ايه، هو انت شفت كتابي؟ لا والله ما شفته. انا بدور عليه ومش لاقيه. challenge of the day, if the word for pen is alam, how would you say your pen to a female? Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, please subscribe. There's a lot more coming in the future. And don't forget to check out my Instagram page, Egyptian Arabic MIMO. Good luck.